everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, we have two cornerbacks who love to make game-changing plays. It's Patrick Peterson going up against Richard Sherman. So let's get you up to CenturyLink Field in Seattle. On the call, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, we are just Pioneer Square at CenturyLink Field in the beautiful city of Seattle, Washington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. And hi again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at our matchup here. You've got to believe that this is a game that might be won in the trenches.
Oh, without question. This is big person on big person, big unit against big unit.
Meat on meat.
Oh, you got it all. Pick your cliche, but we know this. The ground's going to shake, things are going to rumble, and they're going to have an impact on today's game.
Stephen Hauschka now about set to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. Gets fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by their veteran quarterback, Palmer.
There are a number of big quarterbacks in the NFL now, but I still remember the first time I met Carson Palmer. He was at USC, and he came into a meeting, and I thought they were bringing him the tight end, not the starting quarterback.
They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. And Gresham has it left side. 12 yards on the pickup, and that'll be good for an Arizona first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. The inaugural drive for this offense today, and the guy we're going to talk about, Michael Floyd.
Starting to develop into a #1 receiver, a guy that you'll count on downfield.
Second and 10. It's Palmer again. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. And a look at Seattle's defense.
Michael Bennett is one of the best pass-rushing defensive linemen in the game. Normally plays defensive end. But when they go to those nickel packages and he works inside, look out, offensive guards. You got a problem.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down.
Here we go. Blue 58.
They go play action now. Palmer. It's brought in by Floyd.
Holding. Defense.
Well, they have the yards anyway, so they're going to decline the penalty. Palmer gives to Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
some of the most unselfish players on any football team? Defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Again, it's Johnson, and he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Palmer. And he's got Gresham. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. From the red zone now, here's Palmer on 1st down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
On 2nd down, here's Palmer. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case, the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Get ready, Blue 58.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
To Johnson again. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal.
Get ready, 1-18.
On 3rd and goal, Palmer surveying the field. And oh, he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. Mike Bennett coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. So an even first quarter on the scoreboard, but the threat of points on the horizon. 0-0 our score. We'll be back to Seattle right after this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers. You're off your game when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They come out here in the eye. They start on the ground with Rawls. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. They go again with Rawls. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. A nice, strong run there for Rawls. His coach is back in high school in Flint, Michigan. You know what his nickname was?
No, what was it?
The Train. The man can break some tackles on occasion.
Well, it makes sense when you watch runs like that, because when you're trying to deal with a train, you're supposed to get out of the way, right? And if you don't, you're going to get bruised up trying to tackle him. That's the type of runner he is. He can pop people as he goes by them.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Second down following the incompletion. Wilson to give to Rawls. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
To throw is Wilson, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So on 4th down, here's the Canadian-born punter John Ryan to kick it away for Seattle. The Pro Bowler Patrick Peterson back deep for Arizona. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Get ready. Wide 18.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Larry Ridley. Larry will have highlights and analysis of this first half. I'm guessing mostly defensive highlights that we will see.
Yeah, and that's kind of cool. No touchdown scored yet so far.
Yeah, none whatsoever. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right.
Let's go. Wide 18.
On second down, Palmer. Screenplay, Johnson. Now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. On 3rd down, Palmer. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Now Drew Butler to punt for Arizona, the son of former Bears kicker Kevin Butler. Back deep for the Seahawks, the All-Pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Cardinals defense now, they make their way back out there. They forced the punt the last time, got off the field. I'm sure some of your D coordinators through the years, you liked when you heard those words, get off the field.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Or maybe you didn't like it when you heard those words.
It depended on when they were yelling them. But in this situation, absolutely perfect. Get off the field, force a punt, let the offense take over and do their thing, and it resulted in a field goal.
Now we'll see if they can do that again. On 1st down, Wilson. They set up the screen to Rawls. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Finding time. He hits Baldwin right side. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. On 2nd down, Wilson. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Thomas Rawls there. And it's 3rd and short. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. 3rd and 2. Now Wilson. And able to find Graham. Complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Pass incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse. And now it's 2nd down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Second and 10 now. Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Throwing again here, Wilson. He's got time. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Wilson will throw again. His pass caught at the 4. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. There's Baldwin. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Williams to return. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front, as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry.
All right, here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Cardinals have it at the 7. They're going to get to the QB once again. This will go for a loss of 7. Midway through the second quarter, the pass will be completed into coverage, and that connection will lead to a gain of 29 yards. Continuing on the drive, Wilson would find his mark in coverage, and this play will go for 6. The lead grows to 4. That'll do it for us here at EA Sports Studios. Let's get back out to Brandon and Charles for the call of the second half. Brandon.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They come out here in the eye. Second half starts with a run by Rawls. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. A gain of 3, second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
On second down, Rawls. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. In on the stop, Kevin Minter.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Rodney Gunter in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be fourth down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's John Ryan now. as he'll kick it away for the second time. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. K.J. Wright. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go. Blue 95. Blue 95.
Play action. It's Palmer. And his throw is incomplete. The tight end, Jermaine Gresham, the intended receiver. And it's third down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go. Blue 58. Blue 58.
Now Palmer on third and long. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Here's Drew Butler now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Returnable for Lockett. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Rolls the lone man in the backfield. And they'll give it to him here. And he's got some space here. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. One receiver left, 2 to the right. Now Wilson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kevin Minter, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth and final quarter. Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on third down.
Hey. 4 down.
On third down, Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. First down, this is Rawls. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They stay on the ground. Rawls again. Stays on his feet. He showed off the athletic juke, but it didn't buy him a whole lot of real estate. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Watch that in. Tight end's right.
So they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They come out here in the eye. They run with a power back. Rawls. And he'll take it in. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. 4th down. Here's Wilson. He's got Curse. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Thomas Rawls. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Wilson going to give to Rawls. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Here's Rawls. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
Now I've been in New York, Texas, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California. Cause there's no place like California. California, A-A-T-L-M-I-A-D-M-V. All reminds me of California. Cause there's no place like California. California,
New York, Texas, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California. Cause there's no place like California. California,
I got some out in Dallas. Now I'm smelling